topics. We have the basal ganglia or basal nuclei and the limbic system. Okay, so again, these two, they are already uploaded in your Moodle. Baka magtaka kayo, iba yung color ng limbic system dun sa in-upload ko kasi inano ko na lang siya, isang presentation na lang para tuloy-tuloy tayo. Okay, so when we say basal ganglia, these are collection of gray matter. They are located in the cerebrum. Okay, cerebrum. Your lecturer will be Dr. Grace. So makikita nyo yung cerebrum, the lobes, different lobes of the cerebrum. And inside the cerebrum is where your basal ganglia is located. Okay, it has three anatomical parts. We have the corpus striatum, the amygdala, and the claustrum. Okay. This one, the basal ganglia has important connections with other regions of the brain. Okay, you have here particularly the thalamus, the subthalamic nuclei, the red nucleus of the brainstem, and the substantia nigra of the brainstem of the midbrain. So again, the basal ganglia, the basal nuclei, they have several connections within the brain. Okay, these basal nuclei are important in coordinating movements, for coordination of movements. Okay, so this is the longitudinal section of the cerebrum. This is the cerebrum class. You have here the white matter and the gray matter of the cerebrum. And again, within the cerebrum is the basal nuclei. We have three parts. The corpus striatum, which is made up of your claustrum, the putamen, and the globus pallidus collectively. We have here the claustrum and the amygdala. Okay, which you won't be able to see kasi it is situated deep within the lobe. Okay, so first, the caudate. So this is a higher power magnification. If you have any questions, you raise your hand, ha? Okay, so yan. Zoom in natin siya. Okay, so the caudate class, it has three parts. That is a C-shaped mass. I will show it to you later. C-shaped mass of gray matter. Okay, so you have the head, the body, and the tail of the caudate. Okay, it is closely related to this ventricle. So when you see, ano ba yung ventricle natin sa cerebrum, if you still remember? Okay, class, you answer. Ano to? Okay, this is the lateral ventricle. Okay, so it is closely related to the lateral ventricle. Okay, ipakita ko lang ha. Sandali. Okay. So this is the head of the caudate and this is class the thalamus. So don't get confused ha. Inferiorly, you have here the thalamus. Kasi yung tail niya, nandun malapit na yan sa thalamus. Okay? So here again, that is the head of the caudate nucleus. It is large and round. Okay? That is the head of the caudate nucleus. This is the lateral ventricle and that is the head of the caudate nucleus. When we ask during the exam, caudate is also accepted. Kahit hindi nyo nalagay yung head of the caudate nucleus. Okay? So here, this is the internal capsule. We will discuss the parts of the internal capsule. Inferior to the caudate nucleus, this mass of gray matter here, that is the putamen. Okay, putamen, it is again located inferior to the caudate nucleus. Okay, and you have here this pale structure of gray matter, that is the globus pallidus, medial to the putamen. So you won't get confused because pallidus, pale. So this one here, this pale structure next to the putamen, that is the globus pallidus. Am I clear, class? So these three collectively, they are known as the corpus striatum. Corpus striatum again, it is made up of the caudate, the putamen, and the globus pallidus. Okay? Clear, class? Yes?
Yes po.
Okay. So again, this is the thalamus. Okay? This is the thalamus. Okay, this is class again, the caudate. And combination now of the putamen and the globus pallidus. Combination of the putamen and the globus pallidus is known as the lentiform nucleus. But hindi gumagalaw. Yan, lentiform nucleus. So these two class, etong dalawang yan, putamen and globus pallidus, that is the lentiform nucleus. Tingnan nyo, parang siyang lens shape. Okay? Lentiform nucleus, and with the combination of the caudate, collectively these three are known as the corpus striatum. Am I clear, class? Huh?
Yes po, Doc.
Okay, very good. Okay. So that is the corpus striatum. So phylogenetically, during development, during evolution, neostriatum, it is known as the caudate and the putamen. Okay, neostriatum. And the paleostriatum is the globus pallidus. Okay, so mas nauna daw yung globus pallidus. That is why it is called the paleostriatum. And next, nag-emerge during the evolution yung neostriatum natin, the putamen and the caudate nucleus. So again, during evolution, ating brain, collectively, yung caudate and putamen, they are known as the neostriatum, and the globus pallidus is the paleostriatum. Okay? Siguro hindi na natin itatanong yan. So the internal capsule, these are band of white matter separating the corpus striatum into several parts. Okay? We have here the so this is the internal capsule. Ito class, that is the internal capsule. It has three parts. The anterior limb, this is the anterior limb, which separates the caudate from the lentiform nucleus. Okay? From the caudate, from the lentiform nucleus. This is the anterior limb of the internal capsule. This one, that is the genu. So parang knee. When we say genu, that is the knees. That is yung pointed structure. That is the genu. And you have here the posterior limb of the internal capsule. The posterior limb of the internal capsule, which separates the lentiform nucleus from this structure, which is the thalamus. Okay? So again, the internal capsule, they are white matter. They separate the the corpus striatum into several parts. Okay? So inaano niya, dinidivide niya. It divides the corpus striatum. Again, the anterior limb, this one, okay, separates the lentiform from the caudate. We have here the genu, and the posterior limb separates the lentiform from the thalamus. The thalamus. Okay? Clear tayo dun, class? Yes?
Yes po.
Good. Now, you have here another sheet, thin sheet of white matter, and it is called now the external capsule. So class, this is the putamen. The putamen or the putamen, kung anong mas comfortable kayo. But I think it's putamen. Okay, lateral to the putamen, this thin sheet of white matter, that is the external capsule. Etong puting to, itong manipis na to, that is the external capsule. Okay, the external capsule. Am I clear? Ito, nagsiseparate sa corpus striatum, that is the internal capsule. Lateral to the putamen, that is the external capsule. Am I clear? Clear. Now, look, you have here a thin sheet of gray matter. Itong gray matter na to, lateral to the external capsule, and that is class the claustrum. Again, the claustrum is a thin sheet of gray matter. Okay, so it is usually in between the external capsule and the extreme capsule. So this white matter here, lateral to the claustrum, that is the extreme capsule. Okay, the function of the claustrum is unknown. Okay, so baka may bago ng function. Malalaman nyo na lang yan sa lecture nyo. So again, this is the claustrum. It lies lateral to the external capsule. Okay? Yan. Diba? In-effort namin yan. Kulayan. Para makita nyo. Again, this is the claustrum. On this side, hindi ko nilagyan ng color para makita nyo itong thin sheet of gray matter. And again, that is the claustrum. Am I clear? Huh? Yes?
Yes po.
Okay. And as I've said earlier, lateral to the claustrum, you have another thin sheet of white matter, and that is the extreme capsule. Extreme capsule. So, ito naman, yung puting yan, that is the extreme capsule, which lies between the claustrum and the insula. The insula. Okay? That is the extreme capsule. So you have three capsules or white band of white matter in the basal nuclei. You have the internal capsule here, which separates the corpus striatum. You have the external capsule lateral to the putamen and the extreme capsule lateral to the claustrum. Okay? For the gray matter, you have here the caudate, the putamen, the globus pallidus, and the claustrum. Okay? Okay, so do you have any questions regarding the basal nuclei?
None so far po.
None so far. Good. Now we go to the limbic system. Okay. So in the limbic system, we cannot identify all the parts because it is separated into cortical and subcortical regions. So what you can see externally o mas makikita nyo is the cortical region of the limbic system. Okay, so the limbic system, you'll later find out that it is for satiety and hunger, for memory, emotional response, sexual reproduction, and maternal instincts and sexual arousal. So 5 F's of the limbic system, 5 functions of the limbic system: feeding, forgetting for the memory, fighting, emotional response, family, sexual reproduction and maternal instinct, and fornication, sexual arousal. Okay? So yun. Malalaman nyo yan sa lecture nyo. So when we say limbic, it means border or margin. Okay, so it includes a group of structure that lie in the border zone between the cortex and the hypothalamus. As I've said, it is divided into your cortical and subcortical regions. So yung mga nakapula dyan, hindi natin gaano makikita yan or we won't be able to identify it during our laboratory. Malalaman nyo na lang siya during your lecture, ha? So, hindi natin i-identify yung hippocampal formation, the amygdaloid, and the anterior thalamic nucleus. Again, they are located at the subcortical regions. What we'll see in our laboratory are the cortical region, the subcallosal gyrus, the cingulate gyrus, the parahippocampal gyrus, and of course the mammillary body, which you've seen now when we study the diencephalon, when we study the brainstem, di ba? Nakita na natin yung mga mammillary bodies na yan. So again, so this is the picture. Ito na lang, dinagdag ko ito. Okay? So the limbic lobe, again, what we'll see here is the cortical areas. Okay, you have here, class, the corpus callosum. Corpus callosum, that is a commissure. Later during your lecture sa cerebro, maintindihan nyo what the corpus callosum is. So it connects the two cerebral hemispheres, the right and the left cerebral hemisphere. That is the largest commissure, the corpus callosum. It is further, or it has parts. You have here the rostrum, the body, and the splenium of the corpus callosum. Okay, bakit ko tinuturo tong corpus callosum na to? Because that is an important landmark for you to be able to identify the cortical regions of the limbic lobe. Okay, so again, this is the corpus callosum. Inferior to the corpus callosum, this one, that is the subcallosal gyrus. Okay, the subcallosal gyrus. It is located inferior to the rostrum of the corpus callosum. So this is the rostrum of the corpus callosum. So meaning, class, this is the anterior part of the cerebrum. Okay? Ayan yung anterior. Etong splenium nyo ng corpus callosum near the cerebellum, that is the posterior part of the cerebrum. Okay? So here, inferior to the rostrum of the corpus callosum is this gyrus here. That is the subcallosal gyrus. Am I clear? Subcallosal gyrus. It continues to become the cingulate gyrus. So this large gyrus here superior to the corpus callosum, the body of the corpus callosum, that is the cingulate gyrus. Okay? The cingulate gyrus. And here, inferior to the splenium, is the isthmus, of the cingulate gyrus. Okay? It is located at the inferior surface. Okay? So again, here, this is the subcallosal gyrus. It is located inferior to the corpus callosum. You have here the cingulate gyrus, which is a large gyrus, superior to the corpus callosum, and inferior to the splenium of the corpus callosum is the isthmus. Okay, so at the inferior surface of the brain, inferior surface of the brain, this is the optic chiasm, this is the optic nerve, yan, this is the mammillary body, this is the midbrain. Kasi yan, ba't ko nasabing midbrain? Makikita nyo yung substantia nigra, makikita nyo yung crus cerebri, the tegmentum of the midbrain. So that is the midbrain. Okay? So, yan. Inferior, you have here the isthmus. So, ito makikita nyo itong pink ko. This is the cingulate gyrus. It is continues to become the isthmus of the cingulate gyrus. And then you have here the parahippocampal gyrus. This is class the parahippocampal gyrus. Okay, at the inferior surface of the brain. So you follow the isthmus. Yang isthmus, follow it. Then this one, this is the parahippocampal gyrus. And anterior to the parahippocampal gyrus, itong parang hook na ito, that is the uncus. Okay? So this is the actual specimen. Again, that is the actual cerebrum. Okay, so you have here the corpus callosum. This is the posterior part. This is the anterior part. Posterior, kaya nilagay namin itong cerebellum, itong brainstem. So you know that this is the posterior part. This is the splenium, the body, and the rostrum of the corpus callosum. So again, this corpus callosum, that is a that is a commissure. So this is the corpus callosum. And you have here the subcallosal gyrus. Subcallosal gyrus. Okay? The subcallosal gyrus, again, it lies inferior to the corpus callosum, the rostrum of the corpus callosum, the subcallosal gyrus. Then you follow the subcallosal gyrus. This is now class the cingulate gyrus. The cingulate gyrus. Kung nalilito na kayo ngayon, mas marami mamaya. So again, this is the cingulate gyrus. Okay? Clear. Then you follow it inferiorly. This is now the isthmus of the cingulate gyrus. Isthmus. Kulang ako ng H. The isthmus of the cingulate gyrus. Ayan. Okay. So inferiorly, this is the isthmus. Follow it. This is the parahippocampal gyrus, and you have here the uncus. Okay. This is the inferior surface of the cerebrum. Okay, para hindi kayo malito. This is the temporal lobe, this is the occipital lobe, this is the frontal lobe. Okay, so this is again the inferior surface. You have here the parahippocampal gyrus, which is a very large gyrus lateral to the hippocampal fissure. Okay, so again, the hippocampal formation, you won't be able to see it in an uncut brain, because it lies superior to the parahippocampal gyrus. So when you remove the parahippocampal gyrus, nandyan mo makikita yung hippocampal formation. Okay? Kaya hindi na natin ipapakita. Okay, the mammillary bodies, they are paired round structures. Okay, they are found inferior to the third ventricle. So yan, you have here the crus cerebri, the interpeduncular fossa, and you have here these two round structures. Nakita nyo na yan when we study the brainstem. That is your landmark. So that is the mammillary bodies. Okay, the mammillary bodies. This is the lateral section. You have here the third ventricle. This is the thalamus. This is the third ventricle. This is the hypothalamus. And you have here the mammillary body. Okay. Yan, that is the mammillary body. Okay? Okay, class? Yes? Nako, nawala na sila. Ako ba ang nawala o kayo? Class? Andito pa ba kayo?
Yes po po.
Yes po.
Okay, so nakikita ko, akala ko naghang ako, wala nang sumasagot. Nakita ko pa si Sir Hans gumagalaw. Sabi ko baka nawala na yung connection ko. Parang na-deadman na kayo. Okay, so okay, mag-alala. Mas marami mamaya sa Cerebrum. Konti pa lang ito. Okay, Mammillary body. And this one, the amygdaloid, hindi nyo naman makikita, kaya picture na lang yan. That is a small oval structure. It is located at the temporal lobe of the brain. Okay, so this one has a connection to the hypothalamus, the hippocampus, and the cingulate gyrus. So this is the caudate. Ito yung sinasabi kong C-shaped structure of the caudate, which is part of the basal ganglia. Okay, so you have here the head, the body, and the tail, C-shaped structure. So at the end of the tail, that is where you'll find the amygdaloid body. It is an almond-shaped structure. Okay? So yan, makikita nyo. Papakita na lang natin, ha? So again, you have here the caudate. Inferior to the caudate is the, at the tail. Inferior to the tail of the caudate is the amygdaloid nucleus. Okay? So just know the function of the amygdaloid nucleus. Okay, so it is part of the olfactory and the limbic system. So if it's olfactory, it plays a role in the sense of smell. Also, sinasabi nila the amygdaloid nucleus is for motivation. So dapat maganda yung amygdaloid nucleus nyo para ma-motivate kayo, and for emotional behavior. Okay, so that is another picture of the amygdala. Okay, so again, yan lang naman, pinakita lang. So do you have any questions, class, regarding our basal ganglion limbic system?
None naman po.
None naman, oo. Ano ha, huwag kayong ma-shock, mas mahirap mamaya sa cerebrum. Mas marami yan. Mas marami kayong aaralin sa cerebrum. Konti pa lang yan. Okay? So, I know, wag kayong mataranta. The terms, the words are new to you. So, aralin lang natin, ha? Konting ano na lang naman eh. Konting aral na lang. Kayang-kaya yan. Okay? Do you have any questions, class? Do you want me to repeat anything? May gusto ba kayong ulitin ako? Ha? We still have, dami pa atang oras. Oh, we still have 30 minutes. May gusto ba kayong ipaulit, or you're okay na with the orientation? Okay na? Okay. Kung wala na kayong